Somewhere in the UK, a father is reading a message from his son. It asks very politely if he could lend him some money. He reads it 3 times. Not because he does not understand it, because he already knows he does not have it. The message is careful, almost apologetic. His son would not ask if there were another way. That is the part that lands hardest. This is not a young man being careless. This is a young man who has run out of options and worked up the courage to say so. The father's reaction is physical before it is financial. A small drop in the stomach. He types 4 words. Leave it with me. That buys him a day. Because the honest answer is that there is nothing obvious to see. He is not a bank. He has never been a bank. But somewhere along the way, being a parent started to mean being one anyway. So how does it get here? How does a grown adult end up asking a parent who has nothing spare? And why does the parent still feel he has to find it? Start with the son. He did not ask because of holidays or luxury. He asked because the rent takes most of what he earns, because the deposit he is saving for keeps moving further away, because the car finally died, or the month simply did not balance. None of that is unusual. Getting started costs more than it used to, and independence arrives later. 28% of people aged 20 to 34 still live with their parents. That is around 3.6 million young adults. A share that has been climbing, not falling. More young people are staying at home longer, and more are turning to a parent when a month does not add up. The gap the son is in is not a personal failure. It is the same gap millions of families are standing in. Now, the father. He does not have it ready because he is not wealthy. He is an ordinary earner near the end of his working life. His pension was always going to be tight. His savings are thinner than anyone outside the house would ever guess. From the outside, a working parent in his late 50s can look comfortable. From the inside, the maths is much quieter than that. And here is the quiet myth in all of this. The phrase "bank of mum and dad" makes it sound like there is a vault somewhere. For most families, there is no vault. There is just a parent deciding what to go without. He is not alone in deciding it. 3 in 5 parents of over 18s in this country help their grown children with money. And it is not all house deposits. Around a quarter of them are helping with the basics. Rent, bills, food. The everyday things, not the milestones. Why do they say yes? The reasons are simple and they matter. 47% of parents say they want to protect their children from debt or financial hardship. 46% say they feel a strong sense of responsibility. This is not poor judgment, this is love, doing what love does. But love is not free, and this is where it starts to cost. Of the parents who provide this support, 75% say it has affected them financially. More than a quarter have dipped into their savings. Almost a fifth are saving less for the long term. 1 in 8 have put less into their pension than they had hoped. And 1 in 7 now expect to retire later than they planned. A loan to a child, given quietly, can move a parent's own retirement further away. And when the savings are not there to dip into, the money has to come from somewhere. Often it comes from borrowing. So the father might say yes by reaching for a credit card, by using an overdraft, by taking on a debt that is now his, not his son's. And debt like that is not a story about careless people. In a single year, more than 170,000 people came to Step Change for debt advice for the first time. 60% of them were in work. On average, they were carrying £15,672 of unsecured debt. Ordinary working people already carrying more than anyone would guess. A yes given with love can land on top of a balance like that, and quietly become one more thing to pay. So look at the whole picture. The son asking is ordinary. The father saying yes is ordinary. And the cost landing on the parent's retirement is ordinary too. None of it is a character flaw. It is a pattern repeating quietly across millions of homes. If everyone here is behaving decently, why does it still hurt this much? Because the real pressure was never decided at that kitchen table. The wages that did not keep pace with the rent, the deposit that grew faster than anyone could save, a retirement that was always going to be modest. None of that was the son's choice. None of it was the father's mistake. It arrived from somewhere much larger than either of them, and it leaves a strange shape. The generation that was meant to be winding down is quietly holding up the generation that cannot get started. The one thing meant to be the father's, at the end, his retirement, becomes the thing he reaches for to steady the present. Saying yes can feel like love and relief in the same moment, but the pension does not refill itself, and the gap his son is in does not close because one parent emptied an account. So if you are the parent who could not say yes easily, hear this clearly. You did not fail your child. And if you said yes and quietly moved the cost onto yourself, you are one of millions doing exactly that. Either way, the shame is in the wrong place. There is no 10-step plan here. You are not short of love or effort. You are short of a clear picture in the one moment it is hardest to see clearly. So before answering, there is one move worth making. See the true cost to your own future first, before you decide anything else. For exactly this moment, there is free, government-backed guidance from Money Helper on lending within a family. It is built around one honest question. Can you give this and be fine if you never see it again, without putting your own future at risk? That is the whole move. Not to say yes and not to say no. Just to answer that one question calmly before you answer your son. He read the message 3 times because he already knew the answer was meant to be no. The kinder answer might still be no. It might be a smaller yes. It might be a yes with the real cost said out loud between 2 adults who love each other. But it is an answer he gives once he can see it clearly, not one the moment forces out of him. Across the country, parents are reading messages like that one tonight, quietly working out what they can go without, not because they are foolish, because they are parents holding a gap that was never theirs to fill. If this felt familiar, this channel explores the reality behind the numbers many people quietly live with every day. You can subscribe for more calm, documentary-style stories about money, debt, and modern life in the UK.